Good morning, fourth grade, and welcome to Tuesday's math lesson. We are on lesson 1.6. That starts on page 37 in your book if you are using it, which I would recommend following along in your book. Our learning objective for today, we are adding multi-digit whole numbers, and we are going to determine whether the answer makes sense. So you have added multi-digit numbers in the past, but not numbers this large. So let's look at unlock the problem. Alaska is the largest state in the United States by area. Did you know that? I didn't. Its land area is, I'm underlining my numbers, 570,374. Sorry, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm looking at the smartboard. Square miles. And its water surface area is 86,051 square miles. Find the total area of Alaska. So I'm circling keywords. Whenever you see the word total, that's usually a hint that you're going to be adding. And I underline my numbers and my word problems because it helps me keep track of numbers that I need to add. We're going to find the sum. We're adding 570,374 plus 86,051. So the biggest thing you need to remember when you're adding numbers this large is that you have to line them up. Okay, and it even tells you that here in blue. Okay, you have to line them up. Now, I'm going to show you why you need to be lining them up. So what happens if I do this? Am I going to get the same answer up here that I would if I lined it up like this? No, I'm not. So look up here because it even looks wrong. My commas aren't even lined up. So when you're lining up your numbers, you need to make sure you're starting on the right and you're moving left. Okay, you're lining up your ones, your tens, your hundreds, your thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and so on and so forth. Okay, line up by place value. Otherwise, you're going to get some funky answers. Okay, so here they're just showing you how to add. Okay, you're starting with your ones. 4 plus 1 is 5. Let me just break it down for you step by step until you get to the 100,000s place. So basically, make sure you're adding up in columns. Now, some kids, it helps them to draw lines like this to keep their numbers straight. You can do that if you wish. Okay, so 4 plus 1 is 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Now look, you have to regroup, right? So we carry our 1 up here. 3 plus 1 is 4. 0 plus 6 is 6. 7 plus 8 is 15. So we drop our 5, carry our 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. So the total area of Alaska is 656,425 square miles. I've been telling you on your assignments, you need to label your answers. Why is that? Well, if all I wrote was 656,425, what? We don't know what that is. So that's why you gotta label. Now we're gonna go to the next page. They want you to estimate, then find the sum. You can totally do that if you want to. I'm not asking you to on homework. I'm just focusing on adding multi-digit numbers. So I'm going to skip that. Now, they give you a grid here. These can actually be super, super helpful. I wish I had a digital copy, but I don't. I could work on that. But you do have this in your book if you have your book at home. So these are helpful in lining up numbers because look, you have these little lines here. So I can put my individual digits in each little box. I believe that's a 3. Yep. So that can be very, very helpful in lining up your numbers. Now I'm going to go on to the next page, 39. Okay, so this is really nice in your book because they've already lined these up for you. So if you want to, some of these problems are actually in your homework assignment. So feel free to use the book to help you with that. I'm going to go down to on your own problems. Now, notice again how they've nicely lined up their numbers on number 6. Okay, so it's really just adding and making sure that you regroup and that you're lining up your numbers correctly. That's the biggest thing when you're adding large numbers like this. So I'm just going to do one of these. 1 plus 1 is 2, of course. 3 plus 4 is 7. 9 plus 2 is 11. Now, this is another thing I've had some kids do. And then 6 plus 8 is 14. So why is this wrong? I'm not regrouping. That's right. You have to make sure you regroup. Now, what do I mean by regrouping? I'll show you. So 9 plus 2 is 11, right? I'm going to drop my 1, carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. Okay, I'm going to drop my 5, carry my 1. Now, sometimes I do tell kids to do this. And the only reason I do that is so that they don't accidentally add their ones twice. They know that they're done with that place. So it's just an organization thing, really. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. Drop my 7, carry my 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So you should get 275,172. Okay. So you should have done some regrouping in 3rd grade last year. You may be a little fuzzy on it, so if that's the case, I would be glad to give you some more help if you need it. I'm going to do the go deeper question, number 8, and then we will be done. For the first football game of the season, 62,732 fans attended. The number of fans at the second game was 469 more than the first game. What is the total number of fans that attended the first 2 games? So I circled more and total because those are both key words to tell me that I'm adding. Okay, so there were 62,732 fans at the first game. So I'm going to write that down over here. Let's see if I have room. Yep. And then all I know is that the second game there was 469 more than the first game. So I'm going to add 469 to 62,732. Okay, so 2 plus 9 is 11. I'm going to drop my 1, carry my 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10. I'm going to drop my 0, carry my 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Drop my 2, carry my 1. Don't forget my comma. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then I'm not doing anything to the 6, so I'm just going to write my 6. 63,201, what? You have to label, right? So it would be fans. 63,201 fans. Okay, guys, so you do have, I think I assigned about 5 questions to your homework today, a little bit more than was last week. So I do take problems out of your book, just so you know. And I'm actually going to show you one that you're going to see. You're going to see this very table in your homework. So just so you know, and I actually am using these questions as well. So just a little tip for how to do these. Beth and Cade were on one team. What was their total score? So when you're using a table, you need to see what you're looking for. Okay, we're looking for Beth and Cade's scores. Where are they? Okay, so here's Beth and here's Cade. Here are their scores. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Because I know it's probably been a while since you've seen a table like this, so just wanted to give you a little hint. All right, guys, make sure you submit the homework. Make sure you click on Start Test. And then when you get to the last question, click on Complete Test. Click OK on the pop-up that you get on It's Learning, and you should be good.